In our morning consumer news, holiday decorations will cost you 10% more this year. The reason is tariffs. About 90% of artificial Christmas trees are made in China, and lights and wreaths will also cost you more. Experts say your best bet is to shop on Black Friday. And Meta is cutting about 600 AI jobs. The layoffs come 4 months after Meta hired a new chief AI officer and several high-profile employees. It was part of a more than $14 billion investment in AI. These 600 fired employees work for older AI units within Meta, not the new division. Samuel Adams releasing one of the strongest beers ever brewed. Utopia has 30% alcohol, making it illegal to sell in 15 states. It is legal here in Wisconsin, though, and Minnesota. Previous versions range from 24 to 28% alcohol. The price is $240. Millions of Americans may lose food stamps in November if the government shutdown continues. There aren't enough federal dollars left to pay out full SNAP or WIC benefits. Jen Sullivan has some resources for families.
Millions of Americans are at risk of losing critical benefits that help them cover grocery expenses and formula for babies.
They don't get paid livable wages, and so their budget is the difference between them being able to pay their rent, being able to pay childcare, car insurance.
Gina Platanino is the acting director for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program known as SNAP at the Food Research and Action Center, an advocacy group. Roughly 42 million people rely on SNAP benefits to help pay for food. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says SNAP has about $6 billion in a contingency fund, but November SNAP benefits are expected to total $8 billion. The other federally funded program impacted is WIC, Women, Infant, and Children, which provides financial assistance to more than 6 million pregnant women, new moms, and children up to the age of 5.
The rising food costs are squeezing families. Formula is so expensive, and without having access to WIC benefits, folks are going to have to decide what to do in terms of feeding their baby and feeding their family.
Dr. Colleen Delaney with the nonprofit Vitamin Angel says they work with several WIC facilities. She says families who need help during this uncertain time can turn to local health departments, their pediatrician who may have formula samples they can give out, and food banks. But long lines are already forming at some food banks like this one in Iowa.
The charitable food system cannot fill this gap, no matter how hard we try.
With November around the corner, there's little sign the shutdown will end anytime soon.